Morning, morning. Dillinger 101 here. How's it going? I give a little update on the garden. I've had, you can see here, the straw's been really tore up. It's just been dug up in several places, these little holes here. And I don't believe it's the groundhogs. I believe what it is it's the fox is back. And he gets in here and he gets moles out of my yard. When he's around, I don't have any moles. And the snake population seems to drop. And I think he's got all the moles. And I believe that he's catching snakes because there's a lot of little bitty garter snakes. I've been bitten, at least 3 different times. He's been digging back in here. I've been bitten at least 3 different times by garter snakes in here. I mean, like a foot long or less, But see where he's come in here, and old Jed here, or whatever you want to call him, Mac, I don't know. He's not doing a very good job, because see right here where he's exposed my cardboard. So anyhow, see here where he's dug in. It may be more than one fox, but I just seen one around. Yeah, I just talked to a relative the other day, and they said that just lives about 3 houses, 4 houses up, something like that. And see how he's got this all dug up here around my cabbages. Cabbages really laying down. But I just watered some things this morning. I have these terrible things here. I shake straw out of them and give them a toss. I try to not land it on top of the straw anywhere, but try to get them, pull them up so you can get the roots. You can get the roots like that, you can get rid of them. These eggplants is just absolutely taking off. Once again this year, the pepper plants, just see where they've dug in right here. It's almost 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Are the critters trying to intimidate me? I don't know. Maybe they're trying to tell me something. Lettuce is, this one here is bolting, which is pretty warm for lettuce right now. I expected them to probably bolt. I would like to have some seeds. And yeah, but anyhow, back to pepper plants. These pepper plants are just, I have not had good, huge peppers. Usually I grow them, man, I'm used to growing them 6, 7 foot tall. 2 people couldn't wrap their arms around them hardly. And last few years I've had them 2, 3, 4 foot tall at the most. I don't know. Now this here is that the Cherokee purple. And I think this is a beefsteak. And this is a Cherokee purple. Now, there's 2 Cherokee purples. I purchased them at Wally World. And this is the peas. They're pretty much going now, which is, I expected. That's what they do when the heat comes on. These mums and marigolds I planted seem to be doing pretty good. These little peppers, I just couldn't keep up with all the blooms on everything, because things just wanted to bloom, and I pulled blooms off these plants for 2 months, and I just got to where I couldn't keep up with them, especially the pepper plants. So I just let it be. They're not going to have any size probably, but they still got some time to grow, and I'll just fertilize the heck out of them. That's still a little bit soft right there. That's some kind of a blue something. Yeah, but no, that's the that's the flat leaf. I think that's the Dutch flat leaf. Excuse me, and this is too. But this right here, it's ready. And they're, I think, 90 and 100 days, and that's where they're at least. I think over that. And here's a couple more. This one here, something hit it big time, and it's starting to come out of it. And I haven't really taken good care of it because I thought it was a goner. And I thought, well, they're going to feast on something, let them feast on that one, and I'll try to do something to ratify them on here. This one here, these are all planted at the same time, and it's pretty close. It's pretty solid. It could maybe be picked. And I need to pick some of this Swiss char. Give me a break. Here's the Swiss char. Here's the Swiss char here. And this is kale. I really need to get to picking on this. The rabbits and the groundhogs have eaten more of the kale than I have this year. These are some green beans. Now these here are the yellow Cherokee, I believe. And this one is the green tender. Not tender, but tender, like in, you know, like not like in contender, I don't think. But and this is probably the same, but I don't know which is which yet. But I think this is the green. That's the yellow Cherokee. These, for some reason, this area really set in water. It's actually quite a bit lower than this. And I've built it up with hay and straw and cardboard and all that goody stuff. And this is those super sweet tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. I don't know, they get about that big around maybe, like that. This is collard greens here. And I've been cutting some of these off here and giving to a friend that has these ones that's bigger and they're tough. And I've been cutting them off and giving them to a friend. He's been feeding them to his rabbits. And the neighborhood rabbit, here's where he's been feasting. This is kind of his garden now. And I put the snake up here and he just eats around it. So, but and I just kind of neglected those because he's eating those up pretty good. But I think the snake has kept him away from some reason from this one. They'd been hitting this one pretty hard, but I don't know. That's a good deal. And this is another one of those super sweet cherry. I think they're super is what it is. Look how tall this thing is. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, it goes up 1.5 feet here before it goes into a Y. And it's 7 foot probably. And these here are some cherry tomatoes here, I believe. I believe they are cherry tomatoes. And so is this one over here. They got planted pretty late, but this one just went great guns. These are pumpkin plants. I've picked the blooms off these, picked the blooms off and cut them back, and I decided to let them go because I just moved this one. It wanted to grow back there with that one. I want this one to come out this way more. And they've ate every one of my straight 8 cucumber plants, and this is the last one, and they finally got it. Now you can see what they've been digging. But sometimes these little spots like that, squirrels do that because they hide stuff in there. But I think they never tore anything up like this. I think this is the fox. And I think he's getting snakes, maybe, and moles. Now here's some okra plant here. And I just found that there's no need to grow an okra and trying to get it started early because they just won't grow if it's cool at all. They love hot weather. I planted these a month or 2 ago and got them coming up, and they just love that 90-degree weather. But see how they just really potched this all up. This needs to be taken care of. It really does. And I see here, we're back here where the cardboard is exposed here, and where they've dug in here, and there's several places in here that they've dug. Here's one of the weeds I tossed. I just threw it down there. These eggplants here finally just started going great guns. Doing pretty good, really. And this is that eggplant I planted in with this cabbage here. And I believe all this here is the Dutch flatleaf, which I seem to have a great, they've always done fairly good with me, you know. Here's that other eggplant I just recently planted. I mean, they're just set there. I thought they was going to die 2 or 3 times and succumb to the elements, but they're coming around, coming around. Here's some mums, and this is the first time I've grown these. A whole pack of these teddy bear sunflower seeds I planted, and there's not a lot of them in there, and it's kind of expensive really for no more seeds than you got. And this is the only survivor. Only survivor. And I bought these little twirly dig deals here because I think they say that help. I don't know. I'll try anything once. You know, before I resort to chemicals. And I have resorted to chemicals before because I had to, you know. Anybody that I gave them to, I told them that. But I don't have to do that, but maybe once, twice during the season, you know. But I'll try anything else first within reason. Thank you very much for your time. Dillinger 101. Found this video interesting or informative, let me know. What I've got here, I've got just short or pretty close to 800 square feet. But you can see I've got some pretty wide aisles here. But 2022, you know, I wanted to get the asparagus in here because next year I'll be able to eat some of this. Okay, and I'm just going to let it. First 2 years you can't eat on it, but it's not a lot. But it's a start. But that's again that I got out of a whole pack that survived. You know, you'll have that. Dillinger 101. Do something I do. Just don't get caught. Be kind. Be positive. Thank you very much.